the first German MLB player. This is awesome. He's one of my favorite dudes, favorite teammates, and I'll explain why. Donald Lutz has he had tremendous power, still has power. If you've seen his video not too long ago, he was in China coaching, and he hit a homer in his first bat back, but he has monster power. I remember playing with him, and his exit velocity, if you want to talk about that new stuff that they're talking about, was off the chain, hitting bombs, always happy-go-lucky. Even when things were going bad, he still was smiling in the clubhouse, still joking with guys, and that's why everyone loves him. Definitely a great people's person. You could tell because everyone's always, wants to be around him. And man, I could go on and on about, the positive things about Donald. Exceptional baseball player and even a more exceptional player. And that's why I grabbed him and thought about him and having this. So we got Donald Lutz on. We're going to make this quick, 20 minutes. He has to coach now. So, he has to get ready to go and get ready for the game today. So we're going to make this quick. Let's start the questions. I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
How was the time in China? Like, what happened? Like, how did it go? And how did you get there being a coach in China? And, talk about that one experience when you hit the home run. Talk about all of that.
Yeah, so I was sitting here last year struggling a little bit. I kind of had to face the fact that my playing career was coming to an end. And one of my former teammates and close friends, Ray Chang, he's originally from China, and he's over there running the Chinese MLB program. And he kind of hit me up. He's like, I kind of know what you're going through right now. Why don't you come over here and help me out coach these little kids? And so sure enough, I applied for my visa. It took about 3 weeks. And as soon as it was ready, I flew out to China and helped them coach a little bit. They got like 3 little academies over there. They're trying to grow the game. They're trying to, teach them the fundamentals. So they got a chance to actually come over here. And then after like a month there practicing with them, we flew over to Taiwan to a Taiwanese elite camp where MLB hosts a little camp for about 3 weeks. They got some scouts coming out, some good coaching, and they just played. And I remember Chang came up to me one day and he's like, let's have a little fun today. Both teams can use it as a pinch hitter. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Haven't played in a while, but that should be fun. And sure enough, I think in the 7th inning or something, we got 2 guys on and we needed 3 runs. The captain of the team came up to me. He's like, hey, man, we need you here. If 2 guys get on, come on, we need you. We need you to end this. Let's go. And I'm like, okay, give me a bat. I came from the third base third base box coaching. Came running over, just grabbed a little helmet, a little bat. It was like a 32-inch -5 bat. And I walked up there, first pitch, like a little slide in the dirt. And I'm like, oh, okay. And the next pitch, I hit him with a big leg kick. I was like, I got him. He threw me like an 80-mile-per-hour fastball down the pipe. And this kid is like 15 years old, a little Chinese kid, man, and I hit that ball so far. I hit it so far. It was probably one of the furthest and loudest balls I ever hit. And I mean, to this day, I still feel bad for this little kid, man. I kind of, I don't know, but it was pretty fun.
What's funny to me is when I watched that video, I started busting up laughing because you pimped it too. Like,
yeah, dude.
You just didn't hit it and just walk. You you flipped the bat and everything. That was that was amazing. I was like, this guy's a legend, a legend.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I talked to the kid after. I'm like, hey, man, it's just, don't be upset, man. Just yeah, I felt bad for him. And then the worst thing is, the other team used me as a pitcher in the next inning because they were the home team, and I struck out.
Was it 85 miles an hour again or what?
Yeah, it was about like 82. But I felt so bad. I was like, okay, I gotta hit a home run for them as well. And yeah, that obviously didn't work out.
I seen some videos of you guys. You guys are doing sliding practice when it was like raining and stuff. Like, what was that all about? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, a huge monsoon hit out there. So during that time, actually the time right now, it's monsoon season over there in China and Taiwan. And I remember it hit like a really big storm, and for about 2 days it just rained. Everything was flooded. But obviously it hit us mid-practice. Everything was flooded within like 5 minutes. So we're like, man, let's have some fun. You know, we're not gonna play probably for the next 2 days. Let's get out there, do some sliding practice. A couple guys were a little hesitant to get out there, and then me and Chang, we went out there. You know, sometimes you gotta show the kids how it's done, and I think they were a little scared because over there the baseball is also very, you know, it's all about discipline. I remember when Chang told them the first time, like, hey, today we can practice in shorts. They thought he was kidding, because back in the day, like, I guess they never were allowed to like practice in shorts or, you know, have some fun, loosen up a little bit, which is really, really important for the game. You know what I mean? So
That's awesome. So take us back to let's answer a few questions from the fans. Who is your most favorite teammate?
who's so I'd have to say that's tough, man. That's a tough question. You know, I had so many good teammates along the way, and I think who impacted my life the most, I would say, is my man Frank Pfister. He's actually right now he's working for us at the Reds. He's like the mental skill coach. He's like a motivated coach because he's one of the most positive people I've ever met. You know what I mean? I had the pleasure to play with him up to A-ball, high A in Dayton, and you know, he's just a different cat, man. He's got a good soul. He's as positive as could be, and it's just, you know, we had a lot of fun together.
Okay, Greg says, how long did it take you to fine tune your bat selection?
Oh, are we talking about the China story or in general?
I think in general.
In general, it took me a long time, actually, honestly, because, you know, there's always a little tweaking going on over the years. My first year I came in, I swung pro stock, like a C243 from Louisville, and it was, you know, what they give you for free. And then after like a year or two, I kind of got a bat sponsor, and I started getting different kind of bats. But I was trying it out for about probably 3 or 4 years, and then at some point I kind of just made my own custom model. I sent a bat there, and I was like, all right, I want this handle. Okay, all right, I want this knob. I want this barrel, and you know, so you just take a little bit from here, from there, from here, whatever feels comfortable, and then about 6 years. Back to your question, about 6 years till I had my bat.
I need you guys to share. It's going to get more people on, so please do me this favor. We want more people. Please share right now. I know you guys. Patty, how you doing? Please share. It's going to bump up the viewers on this. That's how Facebook works. So if you just jumped on, or if you're on, please share. We need you to do that. So let's get a few more questions. We got a few more minutes, and then we'll let you get out of here. Tell us about your MLB debut. Where were you? Tell us, where were you in AAA before you got the call, or AA? Take us back to that time in your life.
So it was 2013. I just came off like a really good big league camp. I was banging, actually, and then I started off in AA, Pensacola, and I remember I was hitting about 211 or 213, something like that. You know, my average numbers weren't really there, but the power numbers and RBIs were there. So, you know, I was squaring it up, just not really falling in. But they're flying over the fence. So I was actually, so we're in the rain delay in Tennessee, and I'm messing around in the training room. You know, I'm trying to catch a bird, and my manager, the Shields, he comes up and he's like, "Hey, Lutz, what are you doing, man? Get in my office." I'm like, "Oh man, what did I do? Did I mess up?" And so we go in the office, and then we talk for a little bit. He closed the shades, and it was his first call up too. And then at some point, he just said, "Hey man, you going to the big leagues, kid." And we hugged it out. And it was one of the best moments of my life, And next thing you knew, I was on a flight to St. Louis. You should be familiar with that stadium. And
when was that? Was that early April or when was that? That was
it was late April. I flew up April 28th, and the next day I made my debut.
I didn't even know this, but you got called up on April 27th, and I got called up on April 26th, 2013. So I was there. I remember you when we played against you because we were playing at St. Louis in my hometown.
Yeah, I remember seeing you in stretch.
Yeah, that's so crazy that basically your first day was my first day too. During the same time. That was crazy. Get a few more questions again, just let you go. Please, guys, I need you to share. Do this for both of us. Also, I want to say you want to check out Donald Lutz page. You could tell them a little bit more about that. Can you tell them a little bit more about your page and what you're doing?
Yeah, I got a little page here on Facebook where I try to just share a little content with you guys. You know what I mean? I just started a little website, a YouTube channel. As of now, I only done videos in German for like certain little baseball instructions, and I'm gonna do some in English here pretty soon. And yeah, we're just on there fooling around a little bit, talking about baseball, talking about little stories and stuff. So if feel free to come check it out.
You're gonna see some very entertaining stuff with me and him. Like challenges and stuff like that. So you're gonna see that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But let's get a few more questions and let you go. Favorite moment from your pro career by Seth? What's your favorite moment from your pro career?
My favorite moment, again, there's so many, but I think my favorite was Mother's Day 2013. I'm sitting in the big league clubhouse. We got a 1:00 game. My mom calls me. My mom wasn't able to come out to the States. She still lives in Germany. She wasn't able to come out to watch my debut or watch me play in the big league. So I'm talking to her before the game, and she's like, go out there, go hit about, like, it was different words in German, but she's like, go hit a home run for me. And I was like, all right, I got you, baby. And then, sure enough, I think my second at bat, man, it's like a 2-1 count. Just swung through a changeup. Willie Peralta on the mound from the Brewers. I got man at first and second, and he throws me a high heater. It was like 94 up and in on the hands, and I crushed it, man. I hit a line drive down the line, and it ended up hitting the foul pole for my first big league home run, first and only. And that was probably one of my favorite moments because the ball bounced off the pole, came back. So I actually got the ball with the pink writing and everything, and I was able to send it home to my mom. So that was pretty special.
Damn, that's a great story. Great story. Daniel says, what is the toughest part of being a professional baseball player, and how has that helped your coaching career?
The toughest part, baseball is hard enough on its own. It's just going out there, staying positive on a daily basis, because the game will keep you humble. There's going to be a lot of good times, but there's also bad times. And I think it's just, the daily grind. Waking up motivated every day, going out there, like focusing on your goal. What is your goal? What do you want to achieve? And me personally, I like to set little goals, like daily goals, weekly goals, which just would keep it easier. Instead of looking at, okay, at the end of the year, I got to hit 300. I got to hit this and this amount. No, if you set little goals, man, every day, every game or whatever, every week, it makes everything a little easier to go out there and try to achieve those.
You're 100% right. 100% right. Rome wasn't built in one day. It wasn't built.
You said it.
Paul said, do you sign autographs through the mail? I have multiple cards that you love your heart and hustle.
Yeah, for sure. What most people do, they send it out here to the Red Spring Training Complex. That's where I'm at right now. And I think you can just Google the address wherever the Red Spring Training facility is. So feel free to send anything out. I'd love to sign it.
Patty says, what are words of encouragement for young boys that need it?
Words of encouragement. I'm thinking about the right words. I would say just do it for the love of the game. Do it for... I'll just tell them, like, it's hard to tell somebody stay positive, man. But honestly, it is what it is. Like, stay positive, get out there and have fun. Because if the kids don't enjoy it, if they don't have fun, I guarantee you they're not gonna be successful and improve. But if they find a way to have fun, to stay loose a little bit, have a little better work surroundings and ways to work, it's gonna be more fun. That's what I believe in having fun and enjoying the game.
And I can agree with that. Like I said, in the clubhouse, he's always enjoying himself, having fun with the guys. He was one of the most popular players I play with. And like he's always laughing, joking, playing Clash Royale with guys, like cards, ping pong, just always just having a good time. John says, Donald, what do you like to do before a game? Like before playing a game?
Yeah, before a game, like baseball routine wise, or just kind of little things I like to do.
Okay. I think it's before the game and baseball routine wise.
Yeah. What I like to do is it depends too. When I was younger, I just grind it out. I try to do as much as I can. I'm getting as many swings as I can. And as I got older and a little more successful, I kind of learned to listen to my body. Where there was days where I try to do a little less. You know what I mean? There's days where I need to do more cage work. There's days where I'm like, today my body is hurting. I need to perform today, 7 o'clock when the lights turn off. So there was days where I just go a little lighter in the cage. I do my routine still. I remember I tried to get on your routine too, actually. I remember you had the little Barry Bonds routine going where you catch the ball, you stop at contact and all that stuff. And do your routine, stick to it, be consistent, and then chill out, play Clash Royale.
Ashley says, how do you get ready for a game? I guess you just answered that. A lot of people are asking, what's the page called?
The page, if you just look for Donald Lutz fan page, Donald Lutz, there should be a big picture. If you just type in Donald Lutz, there should be a page with I believe a Reds photo.
It's in Facebook as well, so you're gonna search in Facebook and find this page. I'll drop his link so that everybody will be able to have it, and you could just go and follow it. He has a lot of cool things out, and he's just growing his little audience, and it's gonna be great. I think you should check it out. Shahid says, does Germany have a baseball league? How can MLB become more recognizable internationally?
Yes, Germany does have a baseball league. That's where it came from. And it's, I think it's like, I can't remember exactly, 28 games a year or something, because there's not a lot of money involved. So they're only able most times to play in the weekend, not so much during the week because people have to work. And I remember, MLB has a couple of programs over there. I think RBI baseball, where they used to go to schools and, try to get a little more attention to the game. And I remember, I think last year or 2 years ago, they had this European travel thing where I remember Curtis Granderson and a couple of other big names toured around Europe to do a couple of little clinics and stuff. And down the road, whenever I become a little more established here, and as a coach, I would like to do some stuff over there to get a little more engaged with the people in Germany and Europe overall, just to grow the game.
That's awesome. I guess Seth says, "What's the best way to get noticed by colleges for baseball?" I think I'll answer that in a post because you didn't go to college. Paul says, "What's the worst road trip? Any good road trip stories?"
Say it again.
What's the worst road trip? Any good road trip stories?
Yes, I remember. This is the first thing pops to my head. I was sitting in, I don't even remember the city. The Angels in Lowe. Is it Cedar Rap? I don't know. Let's say it like this. It's a 14-hour bus ride. It's the middle of the summer. It's humid as hell. It's about 110 degrees. We're playing the day game, so everybody's struggling. It's getaway day. We got a 14-hour bus ride coming up after the game, and we end up going, I think, a couple extra innings, of course. So we're already dead. Then before you know, we get on the bus. We start driving home on this 14-hour trip. Within like 30 minutes or an hour, our AC breaks on the bus. So we're sitting in the heat, like it's humid as hell. We got one little window up top in the bus in the back where people are trying to climb up, putting their hands out to get like a little airflow down there. And after like 20 more minutes, people are just sitting there in their boxer shorts with like little puddles of sweat underneath them, and like it was some of the. And we couldn't really pull over. We tried to make a call. We were like, all right, let's keep going. We got to get home because tomorrow we got a game. And it was just, we were just sitting on there. It was terrible. It was one of the worst road trips I've ever had. And we ended up pulling over after like 3 or 4 hours into a gas station. And everybody sprinted off the bus in their boxer shorts into like the cooler room in the gas station where you buy your beer and your drinks. So our whole squad is like standing half naked in this gas station in this cooler room, and yeah, that was one of the worst but kind of funniest stories I had.
Yeah, I've had a similar situation. I have to tell them about that too. That's a great one. What about any advice you have for like young players? Any advice in improving their game? What advice would you give them?
The first thing I would say is, never get frustrated. It's one of the hardest things in baseball. Don't get frustrated. Stay positive. And, I'm a big believer in always hustle. You know what I mean? That don't ever show like bad or like emotions on the field. Always hustle. There's no excuse not to hustle. Like, if you hustle, you're going to always do things right, play hard, and like I said, just stay positive. That, like you said, Rome wasn't built on one day. Like sometimes it took me a couple of weeks to figure out how to make like a minor adjustment. So keep having fun, go hammer your drills, go hammer your practice, have fun, go out there and spread the good energy. That's what I would say.
What about any advice? You're a good hitter, been a great hitter in your career. Any advice on improving the hit? Like, do you have any advice for that?
Yes, I would say don't freak out, okay? If things aren't going right, I give you one little hint or one little tip, which you can always fall back to. Before starting to panic and changing your stance, changing your stride and all that, ask yourself, were you on time? Okay, how was your timing? All right, I always tell my guys, when things aren't going right, are you on time? Is your foot down early enough? Can you see the ball? Are you able to actually recognize what kind of pitch it is and all that stuff? And then they're like, oh no, actually my foot was down way too late, so I can't really see it. And then your body speeds up and all that. So always ask yourself, are you on time first before you're starting to think about changing your swing?
Awesome. That's great advice. And I would also add to that, go to his page, and like his page because there's a lot of good content on there. So I would go to his page or his YouTube channel as well if you're trying to improve to be a better hitter and player overall. I would definitely say that. Let's get one more question and then let's let you go. What's your hype music?
Ooh, you really? So a lot of people don't like it. I like to bust out some dubstep or some kind of like house, techno, and all that. I know a lot of people don't like that stuff over here, but growing up in Europe, that stuff is big over there. So, you know, I like to listen to rap or anything like that when I'm sitting in the clubhouse or chilling out at home. But let's say when I get in the gym or just before the game, you know, I like to bump it up. I like to get my heartbeat going and get pumped up, and so that's my hype music.
And what about can you give us some phrases in German? You know, something that you would say. You know, just something, just a little bit in German.
Just a little bit. I mean, I like to yell out "Gutes Auge." It means like good eyes. Or, you know, I used to say some stuff to the umpires, which I don't really want to say on here. And I don't know. Right now, I'm working on my Spanish a little more. Than, you know, I don't want to drop too many German lines. But with the kids, they ask me here too sometimes, say some stuff in German, and then they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's like I'm from another planet. You know what I mean?
So say like follow my page on Facebook, something like that.
Also Leute, ich weiß, ihr gucken auch bestimmt welche aus Deutsch gerade, aus Deutschland vor allem. Wenn es geht, folgt meiner Seite hier auf Facebook. Ich würde mich auf jeden Fall drüber freuen. Und wir werden hier weiterhin in der Zukunft auch noch ein paar Challenges gegeneinander machen und generell über Baseball reden. Also bis dann, ich freue mich.
That seemed way longer than follow me on Facebook. All right, well, thank you again for giving us your time. Again, Donald Lutz, the first MLB German baseball player. So crazy. Just found out his debut was basically like a day after my debut, or like right around the same time. That's incredible. We didn't know that right now. Huh?
Same stadium.
Yep, same stadium. And, you know, again, like I said, Donald Lutz, he's always smiling, having a good time. And, you know, he's just one of my favorite teammates because he's always happy and just spreading positivity all the time. Even when things were not going well, and I've been there when things weren't going well, he was still like smiling and playing guys in Clash Royale, laughing out loud. Just a great teammate, great human being overall. You definitely want to go follow his page. We got some things coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, thank you, Donald Lutz, the man, the myth, the legend. I'll see you guys later. And again, thanks everybody for stopping in.
Thank you, fellas. Thanks for having me, Kurt. And yeah, I'm looking forward to do this a couple more times in the future.
Let's do it.